I tried to fight the trend and it burned me today. I don't know why. We're going to talk about it. I'm down 3,700, hit max daily loss in my Tradeify instant funded account, as you can see here. I'll go over all these trades with you, but I have to tell you, Tradeify is running a big promo right now, 35% off. Use the code ASFX. That ends March 31st. So get on it. I got a link in the description for you or a link in my bio. Now, you'll see first, if I click out here, the month has been very good. I torched a 50K, but I was trading really well before that. Now I hit max daily loss in this account today. The account is still profitable, $3,000, $4,000. So I'm still about halfway to a payout on this one. So I still can accomplish my goal of at least 2 payouts in the same month. I took a payout here on the 11th. I can show you the certificate for that because I know someone's going to say, Austin, prove it right there. Okay. So did take a payout this month, but with ups comes downs, I think. So let's talk about it. Notebook first. So what was I doing earlier this month that was really good? Well, I was trading with the VWAP. My bias was aligning with VWAP and it was no problem. I wasn't able to be wrong. Now, this week, my bias has not aligned with the VWAP. I'll tell you first, before we go over these markups, like my bias this week has been short because of that huge gap that we had to start the week. I had shorts yesterday. I mismanaged them and didn't make much money. And then this morning on stream, I literally said out loud that I wanted to be short today. But instead, what did I do? Well, first, I tried this long, which I think is a reasonable trade. You can see I bought 20 here on the New York VWAP bounce. We were bullish at the open. Opening range was almost set. So I'm like, hey, if this goes back and breaks yesterday's high, breaks out 58.37, 58.40, I'm like, I'm going to want that as a long at 58.30. But I was wrong. I think when the VWAP is broken here, that's probably a bad sign. I probably can pull the trade with a strong candle break like that and not have to take full stop loss. First trade, down $1,000. Second trade, try to buy it again. It's sliding. Start of week VWAP is this black VWAP you see here. Start of week. So I start buying. I take 25. I add 5. I bring that buy price down a little bit. I go into profit here and here. And then I get smoked down to 5,800. Smoked. So what am I doing? Fighting the VWAP. Here I didn't, but here I am fighting the VWAP. Most important VWAP is the New York VWAP today. That's my baby. Can't fight that. But I've been doing it too much this week. So I'm not going to do it the rest of the week. We'll see. I took this short here, scalped some of it back. You see that? Sold 15 at 58.05. So now I'm like, okay, let's trade with the trend. I bail on that at 58.01. And then here, if I throw on my executions, which I know a lot of the gurus don't do, you can see I closed the 15 right there, 58.01. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Now the bottom must be in. So I'm buying it. So I only take a 10 here. And then I get stopped on the 10 here. Long at 58.07, out at 57.95. What am I doing? Fighting the fucking VWAP again, boys. Again. Instead of just doing what we teach in Futures 101, doing what we teach in Futures 2.0, put a low of day VWAP on there, like this, and trade that when it breaks to the downside. That's simple, everybody. It's that simple. I'm going to give you a tip too for some handoffs here in a second. But this trade, this low of day VWAP is exactly what we teach. So when I don't follow it because I'm just gambling and being a degenerate, it is a little frustrating, you know? But I'm going to come back. I'm going to make my $3,000, $4,000 back tomorrow. Actually, I can't do that because then I'll push my payout further. I'll make $1,800 tomorrow. I'm going to go for it, try to make a good chunk of it back between tomorrow and Friday, try to recover. Remember that Tradeify sale that I showed you guys is going to end on March 31st. So take advantage of this now too. If you do bust an account and you need a new account, this is a good way to do it. You see the code right here. Now, the handoff tip. So when we move away from New York VWAP strong, like we did here at 946, all the way up here, that's the last time we touched New York VWAP. Throw a VWAP on the last touch to your key VWAP. Key VWAP is New York session open VWAP. You see it starts right there at 930. It's the black dotted line. So we put an anchor here on that last bar that touches it. Then we can use that as support to move lower. We could have been looking for shorts when I was long in here as it held that VWAP or here. So now when you use that handoff, and you apply the knowledge of Futures 2.0 and Futures 101, which I'll put links for those down below. Futures 101 is free. You can see this. We get rejection to the VWAP, rejection to the handoff, because we're clearly not going back to New York VWAP right now. So this is our new VWAP to play with. Once we take it here, This is where we want to be short. Even if we take it here, stops are going up at these pins. You're not getting stopped here. You're not going to get tapped out in that as it's being held as resistance. Being short there is what we should have been doing. But of course, I was long. Just completely seeing it wrong. So that's a way to see how you can find levels to trade from when the market expands away from you. Again, if I remove the low of day VWAP and anchor again here, that's another handoff point. Why? Because we extended away from that next handoff without touching it. So I can use this last touch here as the handoff point. And then that could be resistance as the day goes on, right? It pins it right here. So what do we do? If you really wanted to do it, you put another handoff there. And now it's giving you a VWAP to trade short from. So let's say you're trading at 12 o'clock this afternoon. You throw a low of day VWAP on here, like we teach in Futures 101, Futures 2.0. Let's make that black. When that black VWAP is broken, sellers are stepping in. So let's say you're short here. Where's your stop going to go? Well, you have two handoffs to use as defense. So you could probably put the stop at the previous handoff and you survive this trade. Or if you're short here, stop same spot above the previous handoff and you make money on that move. So use the handoffs for moving levels of support or resistance on these days where we expand in one direction. And don't fight the VWAP like your boy did today. Listen to me in Futures 101 and 2.0. Don't listen to me on days like today. At least I'm honest. Rip me up in the comments. Tell me how much I suck. Tell me how much my Trustpilot reviews don't mean shit. Tell me how this one day of red trading this week. Let's look at the month again. Go ahead, boys. Come into the comments. Tell me why I suck so much, right? Come on. Let's go back. Tell me why I suck. Come on. Tell me why I suck, please. Please, tell me why. Tell me why these reviews suck. You won't. Stay subscribed. See you guys in the next video.